Hey everybody, welcome to Tech Growth Stocks channel. Today I present you a new episode. Specifically, I will give you 5 strong disruptive tech stocks for 2021. So these are very strong disruptive stocks and they are in the tech space and they have good growth and strong momentum as well. So I think it definitely pays to watch that video until the end and have a look with me at all of these stocks. So before I start right off with the first stock, I have to make a short disclaimer. This video does not constitute financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, so please consider that. And also one more quick note. Please subscribe now to my channel with the link in the description below so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me. So please subscribe now. Okay. So that was it for the intro. So let's start right off with the first strong disruptive tech stock for 2021. And it is MRNA, Moderna. Here you can see the longer term chart of Moderna. And as you can see, Moderna was a recent IPO in December 2018. After its IPO, it built a nice IPO base here. Could break out from that IPO base around February 2020, trade strongly to the upside since then. The short-term chart you see here a base building phase, which is a period of pause in a trend, especially in this uptrend here, and we broke out of that pausing phase around November 2020 and traded then very strong to the upside. This was a very strong move, and also if you watch my channel around November, I showed that stock quite often around the 75th or 75 level, and yeah, if you would have traded that, I mean that would have had a very strong performance run. I mean we just traded from around 75, 77 to 177, yeah. I mean, that's a 130% move or so. It's a very strong move. And after that high around 177, we came strongly back in Moderna. And recently we reversed from the lows here. And now Moderna, I think, it's looking great. And if we could trade around these levels, I think at some point we could break out again and continue with that strong uptrend in Moderna. And also when we look at the growth characteristics, the EPS growth is okay with 18%. The sales growth is very strong with 617%, and the relative strength rating is very good with 97. And Moderna is in a hot sector in the biotech space. And with its mRNA technology, it's a leading provider of corona vaccines. And I think this year it will have very strong profits. And I think it can bank on the corona vaccine. And I think it will have an excellent future because of these profits and this bank cash, which it can use for reinvesting into new medicines and vaccines going forward for new diseases or other treatments. So I think that's an excellent time point to get on board for Moderna. And so I think Moderna is definitely a strong disruptive tech stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Moderna. Now we come to the next strong disruptive tech stock, and it is OSTK, Overstock. Here you can see the longer term chart of Overstock, and as you can see, since January 2018, or from January 2018 until around March 2020, we have been in a downtrend, in a very strong downtrend in Overstock in March 23. We made a low in Overstock, and then we reversed from that low, March 2020, yeah, from that March 2020 low, and form a nice and very strong uptrend in Overstock. And I mean, here we saw a very strong momentum move. I mean, the low was around $3, and we traded up to $120 in just a couple of weeks. So that is like a 40 times move. I mean, you do not see that in these short time periods quite often. Yeah, we traded here, and in the short-term chart you see that strong momentum move, and you see as well we made a high around the 120 or around 130, and we came strongly back in overstock from these highs. And now it looks like, I think, for overstock that we are trying to find a bottom in overstock. Overstock's growth characteristics: the EPS growth is not the strongest, it's minus 190%, but the sales growth is very good with 110%, and the relative strength rating is also very good with 97. And overstock is in a hot sector in the internet retail space, which also has been a good performing sector. So I think overstock is also a strong disruptive tech stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for overstock. Now let's have a look at the next disruptive tech stock, and it is FTCH, Farfetch. Here you can see the longer term chart of Farfetch, and as you can see, Farfetch has been an IPO in September 2018. After its IPO, it formed a nice IPO base here, and then it had a breakout to the downside from that IPO base, and and last year in March it made its low in that downtrend, and together with the corona pandemic breakdown, and it could reverse from that low, trade to the upside, and form a nice and very strong uptrend since then. The short-term chart, you see that uptrend. You see here we had a period of pause, which is a base in that uptrend, and we could break out of that period of pause strongly to the upside. And yeah, recently you can see here we have been coming back a little bit in Farfetch, and I think soon we could find a bottom, and maybe we could see a bounce of the 50-day moving average, or if we have a stronger pullback we could see one of the 100-day moving average, which both would be excellent entry points for a Farfetch position in my perspective. The EPS growth is very strong with 405%. The sales growth is also very good with 73%. And the relative strength rating is very strong with 96. And Farfetch is in a hot sector in the retail space. And so I think Farfetch is definitely a strong disruptive tech stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Farfetch. Now let's have a look at the next strong disruptive tech stock, and it is ZM, Zoom Video Communications. Here you can see the longer term chart of Zoom Video, and as you can see, Zoom Video was an IPO in April 2019. After its IPO, it formed a nice IPO base here. Could break out of that IPO base around March 2020 and form a nice and very strong uptrend since then. And recently you can see we have been base building in Zoom Video, so we are in a period of pause in that uptrend, and I think soon we could continue with the uptrend. And and recently looks like we found a bottom here, and we traded out these lows, and I think soon we could continue with the uptrend in Zoom Video. And when we look at the growth characteristics, they are excellent for Zoom Video. The EPS growth is super strong with 5,050%. The sales growth is also way strong with 361%. And the relative strength rating is excellent with 96. And Zoom Video is in a hot sector in the communication services space, which has been a very hot sector over the recent years. And also, I think with its video communications platform, I think it's more in need more than ever for Zoom Video because of the corona pandemic. and I think that will stay in the future, because I think there will be, after the corona pandemic, I think there will be less business travel and overall less traveling, and I think there will be more need for good video communications, I think Zoom video can bank on that. Okay, so in my opinion, Zoom video is definitely a strong disruptive tech stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Zoom video. Now we come to the last strong disruptive tech stock for today, and it is PTON, Peloton Interactive. Here you can see the longer term chart of Peloton, and as you can see, Peloton has been an IPO in September 2019, and after its IPO it formed a nice IPO base here, could break out of that IPO base in May 2020, forming nice and very strong uptrend since then. The short-term chart you see here, and the nice uptrend, and you can see recently we had a period of pause here in that uptrend for Peloton. So we built a base, which is a base, and yeah, we built that base and we broke out strongly here on December 14th and traded strongly to the upside in Peloton. And I covered Peloton as well when we are trading around these levels here, 106, 104. I bought for myself some stock in Peloton, and yeah, was a nice trade. And Peloton's growth characteristics are excellent. The PS growth is super strong with 2,360%. The sales growth is also very strong with 202%, and the relative strength rating is excellent with 96. And Peloton is in a hot sector in the leisure and fitness app space, so it's also an internet company, and I think it will after the corona pandemic, it will have an excellent future going on with its fitness app. So I think it's a very strong disruptive tech stock for 2021. Okay, everybody, so these were the disruptive tech stocks for 2021 for today, and I hope in this video are some nice stocks for you which you can use for your research. And also please subscribe now to my channel with the link in the description below, so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me. So please subscribe now. And also, if you missed part 1 of the strong disruptive tech stocks for 2021, have a look on my channel. So I released part 1 as well, and this was part 2. And also on my channel you can find some new videos about the strong tech momentum stocks for 2021, and also the strong tech growth stocks for 2021, and also the strong tech IPO stocks for 2021. So if you are interested in these kind of stocks, please have a look on my channel. Okay, so thank you for watching that video, and I wish you good luck with your trading for 2021. And I think that will be an exciting stock trading year because of all these great stimulus going on from a fiscal and monetary standpoint, with all these central banks and governments doing that stimulus around the world. So I think this will propel stock prices to in a very high way. So yeah, I think it's a very exciting time for stock traders. Okay, so thank you for watching that video, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers.